this is another thing I wanted to cover. Since we're on the subject of the mask, I want to cover how do you ensure that the mask is doing its job, or how do you make sure that the mask is working properly, the way it's intended to work. So I'm going to first explain it, and then I'm going to show it. So basically, the mask is going to do two things. It's going to allow you to breathe in, and the air that you're breathing in goes through the filters, and it's going to allow you to breathe out. So the air is going to come out through there, through the center. Okay. Inside the mask, there's a portion for your face, so it's basically a face mask, just like this one, and then of course the face shield to cover your eyes. Both areas, okay, both areas of the mask, air is allowed to come in through here, and only one area of the mask allows air to come out through here. So basically, to test it, you're going to do two tests. When you put on the mask, you're going to breathe in, and what you're going to do is you're going to cover the two cartridges. And what's going to happen is when you're breathing in, okay, the mask should suction onto your face. Okay, that ensures that you have a nice tight seal around your face. Okay. So that way you know that no air is going to go into this portion of your face. Not only the nose portion or your lungs or anything, but if it suctions to your face, that means no air is getting in from anywhere around the mask. It's only coming in from the filter areas. Okay, that's the first test. When you see that the mask compresses against your face, you're building up a negative. So basically you're just, you know, sucking all the air that you have in the mask, so it's now compressing into your face. The second test is breathing out. What you do is you cover this part, the center part, and when you breathe out, what should happen is the mask balloons off of your face, and that ensures that when you're breathing out, all of the air that you breathe out is being dispelled from this area. So you're not going ahead and breathing in carbon dioxide again. Okay, so you're just always getting fresh air, and you're always breathing out completely all the air. So now I'm going to show you how I do it. Basically, you put on the mask, and then you, I don't know if you're going to hear me, but then you basically tighten down these straps. These, what I do is I set it. The first time I put on the mask, I set it to where I want, and then I don't move it anymore after I have the mask perfect. When I take off the mask, I only loosen the ones on the side of the face and then pull the mask off from over. So I never touch these. So put on the mask. Okay. Then you're going to tighten. So there, the mask is now on. And then when I'm breathing in, so you saw, well, hopefully you saw, the mask compresses against my face every time I breathe in. Now I'm going to do the out test. And there you saw that the mask wants to balloon out when I breathe out, when I cover the exhaust port. Now, both of these tests should be done with the mask on your face. For just demonstration purposes, I took the mask off after I did one test to be able to speak, and then I did the other test. You're going to want to put this mask on, get it to where you're comfortable with it, and then do both tests. The in test first, which is the most important, and then the out test. If the in test fails, readjust the mask. Don't even go to the out test, the breathing out test, because you don't want any of the outside chemicals, the airborne chemicals, going into the mask. That's the most important. The breathing out is secondary. So those are the two things to ensure that the mask is doing its job properly. You want to be able to do this test every single time you put on the mask. And like I said, you want to do both tests with the mask on without removal, and then you go paint, and then when you're done painting, you take off the mask, you do the cleaning or whatever, and then when you're ready to paint again, you put on the mask again, do the test, everything's good, green light, then you go and paint. So wanted to cover that because there's not much info on YouTube regarding how to test to see if this mask work. So hopefully that helps. Hopefully that was clear. And you know, when you're painting, just ensure that you take care of your health, because you only have one health. You may have many projects in line, you may want to do many projects, but you only have one you. And these chemicals, when they get into your body, they don't just disappear immediately. Your liver's doing the work to try to clean out your bloodstream, your system and everything. Sometimes those chemicals are not properly broken down through your liver. So let's say you paint on Friday, and you don't paint again until the following Monday. Well, not all of the chemicals are out of your system, depending on how much you inhaled on Friday. It may not all be out, and then you go and you paint on Monday, and you're just adding to whatever's left in your system. So over time, if you do this every day, it builds up in your system, and then that, you know, contributes to declining health over the long run. So the more times you can protect yourself, the better it is in the long run. So hopefully that you know, that made sense. You know, I don't want to lecture anyone. You can do whatever you want. You can, you know, it's your decision. But I wanted to just put it out there so that people can see it and make an educated decision on what they wanted to do. Most people don't know that. I mean, they hear it, you know, oh, the pain is harmful for your health or whatever, but they don't exactly know why it's harmful, which is why below I put some websites on the ISOs that are found in these paints, so that at least now if someone chooses not to use a mask or some kind of face protection, eye protection, skin protection, then they're doing it with an educated decision. Hopefully this video doesn't offend anyone. I'm just trying to help, and it's a lot of fun, and I'm just here to share my experience with it, because I'm having a lot of fun doing it, and a lot of people do it. And sometimes us do-it-yourselfers want to see others do it and want to share the experience with others. It's just part of the hobby. So thank you very much for watching.